Our one and only business guru, Richard Southern, joins us now. Hello, Richard.
Cynthia, it's good to see you. You're usually at Queen's Park these days with all the craziness.
It's
nice
been
to
a little
see
bit
you
busy, yes, indeed.
No shortage of excitement at Queen's Park.
No shortage. Oh, my goodness. So a story that emanated from Queen's Park housing. We know that the Premier was trying to cool it down, but the question is, has it been cooled down too much? It's been ice cold, the housing market in January. Yeah,
all indications are that it has. Of course, we had the Premier this past spring, last spring, putting in some measures to cool it down. And then as of January 1st, some federal measures as well started to take effect. And it seems like it has worked indeed. Bloomberg News reporting that the Toronto housing market has been very quiet indeed here in the month of January, with many waiting on the sidelines, hoping for prices to fall further. January official numbers due in a few days. Of course, the real test for the market will come in the springtime. Toronto Real Estate Board today but declared the hot housing market over, saying it's predicting flat sales and flat prices this year. The prediction is for the average price of a home in Toronto to end the year around $800,000. That would be down quite a bit from what we were looking at a few years ago.
A lot of people can't actually be happy about that, though, too.
Certainly not, especially the high number of people that we suspect are using the housing market as a way to make money. People with multiple homes trying to flip them to make some cash. They might be caught out in the cold here.
Okay, now it seems Canadians are fed up with their current paychecks. And I hear many are so fed up, they plan on storming into the boss's office to ask for a raise. March
right in there, Cynthia, say, I want more money. Well, look at this. 83% of Canadians, according to the survey, say they're dissatisfied with their current paycheck, and 52% plan to ask for a pay bump this year. The average employee expected to ask for a raise of $12,000. Most employers, though, Cynthia, are going to say nuh-uh. And the top reason given is there's no money in the budget for a raise right now. And this is a problem because the cost of living has gone up. Food prices have gone up. Interest rates have gone up. And the job market is supposed to be strong. The unemployment rate at 5.8% is the lowest since the 70s. But, you know, wages haven't kept up. The average hourly wage in Canada rose only 10 cents last year, Cynthia.
I'd love to know the percentage of people that go in and ask for a raise and actually get one.
Me too. And, you know, maybe a lot of people don't ask for a raise, too. We've had reports in the past about that. So sometimes you get a little bit, you don't get exactly what you want. But the fact of the matter is wages haven't really kept up with the broader job market, and that's a big problem.
Now, some investors may have taken a pay cut today. There was a major sell-off on both Wall Street and Bay Street. Yeah, the Dow down more than 360 points when that closing bell rang today. This is the biggest drop for Wall Street in 8 months, and the TSX took a big hit as well. It's because of some action in the U.S. bond market. It's looking more attractive, so some money coming out of stocks. We saw a sell-off for Apple, down 0.5% on concerns that its new iPhone 10 isn't selling well. Harley-Davidson down 8%. The motorcycle maker in with some poor sales forecasts. And the medical marijuana stocks, which have been going straight up on Bay Street, they took a big hit today. They went up in smoke. So investors as well, I think, Cynthia, maybe a little bit concerned about what they may see on the State of the Union address tonight. And that might have played a role, too, in the pullback for stocks. I'm sure lots will be watching that. Now, the Super Bowl, lots will be watching this. It's still 5 days away. And many companies are already releasing some of the commercials that they'll air during the big game. And I have to tell you, that's my favorite part. I love the Super Bowl commercials. They say 50% of the audience is watching mainly for the commercials, believe it or not. So you're not alone. I want to show you some of them. First off, Budweiser. Okay.
I'll be right there.
So Budweiser here is showing something that they've done in the past, Cynthia, where they stop making beer in some of their factories and can water instead for people in need when there's a disaster, a flood or whatnot. So that's what they're trying to highlight in their commercial. Next up, it is Lexus, the automaker.
Of course, big brother. But you have to hurry.
And it is promoting its new luxury sedan with an action-packed ad featuring the Black Panther character from Marvel's new movie. Yeah, kind of a tie-in there. The movie comes out, and they're hoping you'll buy a car, too. Next up, it's a commercial for Universal Studios Florida featuring a face we should know if we like football.
This is your moment. You are more than a team. You're family. Now let's get out there and
So,
play.
Cynthia, you know that's Peyton Manning, the former quarterback. He actually won the Super Bowl.
I knew that.
Yeah, he won the Super Bowl 2 years ago. He's pretending like he's still a quarterback by marshaling his family through Universal Studios. Finally, it's M&M, the candy, out with a funny ad for the Super Bowl.
I've had 3 people try to eat me today. 3! Ooh,
so it's Danny DeVito who turns into an M&M. and people are trying to, you know, eat Danny DeVito or something like that, Cynthia. So, you know, they come out with all types of crazy ads to get you to watch the Super Bowl. Those are some of them. By the way, $5 million for a 30-second spot this year.
Amazing, amazing. So remember the days when you used to go to a store to rent a movie? It seems like a long time ago already, doesn't it? Well, the last few stores of a once mighty video rental empire are shutting down. I miss going to a movie store and looking through the shelves.
Remember Friday night, going to Blockbuster, getting a movie? That was fun, right?
Yeah.
But of course, you know, Blockbuster, you mightn't have realized there were still some open. There's actually 9 left, none in Canada, but 9 in the U.S. 2 of them are now closing their doors, so it's very close to extinction. The video rental business went downhill quickly with Netflix coming in. You don't have to drive to the video store anymore. Dish Network bought Blockbuster for $234 million in 2011, tried to resurrect it, didn't work. Almost all gone now, Cynthia.
All right, gone with telephone books and telephone booths, I imagine. So here's one that's not disappearing. Happy 50th anniversary to the Big Mac. I can't believe it's 50 years old. And Richard McDonald's is celebrating by adding an extra ingredient, and I can't wait to hear what it is.
Bacon. Because, you know, that's what we need on a Big Mac is bacon, right? So they're marking the 50th anniversary. Some Big Mac facts for you. It first appeared on the menu back in 1968. It had 2 previous names, the Aristocrat and the Blue Ribbon Burger, though McDonald's felt those 2 names were a bit too difficult to say. It's used as an economic tool, Cynthia, used to measure the purchasing power parity. It has the same ingredients across all different countries, so it's an indication of how currencies react with each other. Quebecers eat more Big Macs than we do in other provinces, and McDonald's actually reported earnings today. Good results, but the stock was down 3%.
Best marketed burger in the world, I imagine.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Richard. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.